Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry from Bull's Tabletop News with
Michael with Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And we're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. We got some Shadow War stuff here today.
Yeah, so the new Shadow War Rulebook, Shadow War Armageddon, is out officially. Yes! So if you didn't get one of the starter sets, as I suspect many people didn't.
It's true.
You can get the Rulebook now, which has new stuff.
Yes.
And all the stuff from the book in the box, as well as a new set of terrain. There's some other bits, but I want to show off the Galvanic Servohaulers.
This is a really cool, interesting kit, by the way.
Yeah, it's a very interesting
Came
one.
out of nowhere, and it's just some of those strange, like, kits that shows a little bit.
Of course it should exist, you know?
Yeah.
This.
It's something that would exist in the world that I didn't really think I wanted to see until I saw it. And
how else do you move these heavy crates and things? And you gotta have the heavy machinery to do it, and it's a really nice, very, very appropriate kit for Shadow War. So.
And of course, the Shadow War book, I'm excited to flip through to see what's new. We'll actually pull out the old book too and
just do a little comparison real quick.
So yeah, let's get started and jump on it.
You can go ahead.
I'll start. All right, everyone. We've got the vapors. I've got the vapors. All right.
Flames on the side of my face.
All right.
Breaths.
What does this
heaving,
even do? What does
heaving
this do?
breaths.
What is this? What are you doing here?
This is breaths. Heaving breaths.
Okay. Here we go.
Flames.
All right. So we've got the Galvanic Servohaulers and also the Shadow War Armageddon, the new rule book. And I do want to show off.
You can distinguish it from the older rule book.
I have one simple trick. Here's the old one. They look the same, right?
Except this right here.
Turn them sideways.
Ooh.
There's a definite difference in width and girth. There's a lot more stuff in this book.
Obviously, because this one's being sold on its own, it obviously has the spine work and everything like that.
There's other stuff too. So, but we will flip through these both and compare them in a minute. Let's take a look at the Galvanic Servohaulers.
So there's your front, obviously. With Servohaulers, they're basically just big, heavy machinery and cranes and stuff like that. But we'll let's flip it over real quick. Get a shot in the back. Obviously, miniature not included. No Rangers for you.
No Ranger, but you get everything else. So
again, like we said last time I had one of these, I think it'd be fun if they just included a Ranger or any model. Just one model for fun.
Just like a grot.
Yeah.
Still a grot in there. You got a million of them.
Little grot rigger. You know.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Anyway, pop it open.
All right, let's take a look inside. And again, I just love this. That it's the crane equipment for the Grimdark. So
yeah. So we got their assembly instructions and rulebook.
We'll come back to that.
But yeah, we got the sprues here. It's actually only 2 sprues.
2 sprues,
which is very nice. Nothing else in there. All right.
Let's I'm gonna do this to the side first. We'll take a look at this one.
Yeah.
Do a nice proper wide shot of it here. So yeah, you can see here. I like how GW's been doing the new sprues where they don't have the outside, and this is a weird thing to say, but like they don't have like the outside lip, but it allows them to save on space.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, the outside edge of this one is part of the model. Like, I mean, it's right there.
Yeah.
So I also like the nice long chain they've got. For
that is pretty cool.
Bits. Obviously the machinery and generators and part of it right there.
It's a really detailed kit overall. I like all the little gears and stuff inside here, the little
skull
pipes and
obviously.
Stuff. We gotta have another Sid the Skull.
Big old Sid the Skull.
He's back. He never went away in my book. Nope. So here's the back real quick. I'll lay that down so you can see.
Yep.
It is mostly hollow. It's not solid plastic. I mean, it is, but it's not like when you construct it, it won't be. But it looks like that's part of the crane there, and then that chain is probably what goes on top.
To me, this looks like the biggest of the cranes. The other sprue looks like it's the 2 smaller machines.
Well, let's take a look at that.
As far as I can tell, just based off of it without actually putting it together. Yeah, this looks like it's the 2 smaller machines here. Yeah. Then like that's one and that's the other.
Yeah, this is like the train car front part.
You can see on this one back here, you have the big old nasty claws on the.
Yeah, that is this part here, the crane part, and then these are the 2 smaller ones you can see here. So.
Yeah, these are also really nice. I mean, they've got their generator, machinery, backing parts, and
the
treads.
Treads. I like the big skull, the Adeptus Mechanicus skull.
Yeah, they got the nice rims.
Also, I want to point. Look at this bit. This bit is really cool. I want to zoom in on that one real fast. That one right there.
Yeah.
That's a really cool, very intricate bit. Again, all the steam gauges and stuff like that.
I also love, it looks like obviously some sort of control panel, but I love the, arched
It looks like an organ.
Yeah, it's very evocative, like the Minestorm buildings or any other terrain kit. Like, they're really keeping the 40K theme, perfectly.
I also got to call out this toolkit, which is just fun.
Yeah, nice little detail that you can just plop on top for somebody to have their tools.
Yeah, cool kit. Let's
stuff.
Let's grab the instructions real quick.
Take those away from me.
Take them away.
So, Galvanic Servohauler rulebook here. Let's get that fixed up real quick. There we go. Yeah. All right, so we got our obviously front page. You know,
this one is black and white.
Assembly instructions, of course, pretty standard stuff.
Yep.
That you've seen from GW.
Use clippers glue. This is plastic, obviously. You're not going to want to. You can use super glue.
Works perfectly fine.
Plastic is probably going to be a better option.
A little stronger.
A little stronger over time.
Yep. So same old stuff with the assembly instructions. Nothing too super special here, but not too long of a process. Seems pretty intuitive. And then you got the
this is what
the rules here.
Now we all know.
So we've actually got a couple pages here.
Different
languages here, just in case you want to read those. But for us English-speaking folks,
here we go. What do we got here?
All right.
It's available in armies. Okay. Oh.
Choose armies. The rules. One player is the agent of the Omnissiah.
Okay.
And the opponent is the attacker.
So it's actually got its own special scenario. So here's your kind of scenario here.
Yep.
If you want to use that. Primary objective. So it's basically just a scenario.
Yeah.
And then it's got strength and toughness. It's actually got a toughness value and wounds.
What I find interesting is that in this scenario, the objective markers are the terrain. It's not like you use the terrain, you set up the objectives. These are the objectives.
That's kind of cool.
And you're trying to, basically, I guess, score your victory points, obviously, by not letting them be destroyed.
Yeah,
you want to keep your Servohaulers
one of them is the agent of the Omnissiah. You're trying to defend it, and the other one's trying to blow
secondary
up.
objectives, obviously, stuff like First Blood and Flying normal 40k kind of secondary stuff. But yeah, it's a nice little objective to use. So if you wanted cool objective markers, obviously they work for that too.
Yeah. Well, you do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
your terrain kit.
You do what you want.
Yeah.
I would just use them as cool pieces of terrain.
Yeah.
Maybe for a diorama or something like that. But
I think it'd be fun to use them in Shadow Armageddon and use them like if you're if you're under this, you can climb up the chain or something like that.
Yeah,
and be on top of it or something like that.
That would be pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet little terrain bits there.
Yeah. Let's take a quick cut and we'll take a look at the Shadow War Armageddon rulebook. Well, that was the Shadow War Armageddon, the book, the new rulebook, and of course the
Servohaulers.
Awesome terrain. Let's crunch some numbers on these bad boys real quick. What is the book gonna run you?
$40.
$40 for the book.
Let me shock you. This is also $40.
I'm shocked. You consider me shocked.
The great thing is, obviously, you can pick up the book for 40. Pick up a box of whatever troops you want for probably around the same, maybe 30, whatever troops.
30, 40 bucks, whatever.
And then, if your opponent gets a box and you get a box of terrain, you're about at what the Shadow War box cost you anyway. So.
And you're ready to play. All it takes to play Shadow War Armageddon is this book.
And whatever troops you want, whatever faction.
If you've already got an army laying around,
you're gold.
You're set. I love that this has the new Sisters rules in there.
Inquisition as well.
Inquisition too. So go check that out. It is different, as you saw. Very slightly from the other book. It's got all of the other faction stuff too. So go check that out.
Servohaulers, pretty incredible. Obviously, they can sort of fit into the other sector mechanics terrain, but they're great on their own.
Yeah, it's just a cool looking kit.
Yeah, it's just a nice looking kit, and obviously makes sense in the game. So.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, it's one of those vehicles that just kind of shows you what the Grimdark looks like outside of
buildings
all of that war and all that fun stuff. So,
exactly.
But yeah, it's out now. Both these products are out right now, so go check them out. I'm AdamHarry from Bulls.
I'm Michael with Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And this has been another Tabletop Spotlight. Thanks again for watching. Tabletop Spotlight brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.